business rules and tips you might not know about. First, you come to visit someone in the office, you don't have the right to initiate handshake. This is the owner's prerogative. But even if a person unknowingly commits this or another mistake, it's important that his hand doesn't hang in the air. Refusing to shake hands considered disrespectful. Number two, the one who started the correspondence ends it. The last letter must come from the one who wrote first. For example, you ask your colleague to solve a certain issue in a letter. He replies that yes, I'll deal with it in a week or so. Your task is to write him a thank you, confirming that you received his letter. 3. In phone conversation, the rule applies. If you call the boss, then he is the first to hang up. But if two people of equal status are talking, then the one who called first hangs up. Polite people don't go to the workplace in outwear, don't hand it on the back of a chair, and moreover, don't put it on the table. That's what a wardrobe is for. The only exception is when you just come in for 5 or 10 minutes and you don't have much time. When someone comes to visit at the office, stand and come out from behind your desk unless the visitor is co-worker or someone who comes into the office frequently in the course of the day. The frequency consideration comes into play even when a senior executive visits the office of a junior executive. If it's a common occurrence, then there is no need to get up. However, you should certainly stop doing whatever you are doing and give your full attention to the senior. Shaking hands. A handshake leaves a very definite and often lasting impression in the business world. A handshake is the only truly appropriate physical contact for both men and women. The proper shake comes with the eye contact, is firm but painless, lasts about 3 seconds, it takes only 2 of 3 pumps, and important, starts and stops crispy. Handshake shouldn't continue through the entire introduction. One more thing. That's what our politicians go wrongly sometimes. Don't give a handshake across the table. Next is coming up blank. It happens to everybody. If you're in a situation where it's up to you to make the introduction and you forgot the name of the person to be introduced, just say something like, I remember our chat in reception, but I've forgotten your name for the moment, or please tell me your name again, I'm having a temporary memory lapse. Get the name and go right ahead with the introduction. Don't make a big deal out of the apologizing all over the place. Everybody has experienced mental vapor lock from time to time, so it's not such a big deal. When you are introduced to someone, say the person's name and repeat it during the conversation to imprint it on your memory. If you are being introduced and it seems that the person has forgotten your name, jump right in, extend your hand, smile, and offer your name. Avoid saying something like, Margaret works for me. It sounds as if you're anxious to establish your status. Try, Margaret and I work together. 2 words on complimenting. It is perfectly correct to compliment people on their appearance, if the compliment is sincere. At the office, compliment the work, not the clothes. Never ask people where they got their clothes or what they cost. Don't talk about what you paid for clothes or brag about designer labels. If someone compliments you, it's not necessary to return the compliment. Don't give false compliments and don't lie to people on social functions to be polite. It's generally not necessary. For example, you look fabulous can sound hollow when a person says it too often. People will detect your insincerity, no matter how good an actor you think you are. And remember what your mother told you about? You can't change first impression. So, she was right.